back to No Free Lunch, Economics for a Fallen World. I'm Jeff Guernsey and I'm joined by Dr. Jeff Heyman. Dr. Heyman, we want to talk about this concept of sunk costs, and I imagine you're going to contrast it with opportunity cost. So tell us what those things are.
Well, I'm glad that you threw that out there, so now I definitely will. Sunk costs, the way we think about sunk costs is those are costs, we call them sunk for a reason. They're in the past. There's not anything you can do to change those kinds of costs, and that is the contrast for opportunity costs, as we'll get to. But so when we're asking this question, we're saying, should a producer consider expenditures made in the past in their decision making whether they should spend more resources in the future? And in general, the answer, of course, is no. Those costs are sunk. They're not to be, we may have a psychic profit, a mental profit or loss because we feel like, well, I've spent so much already, I just need to finish this project. And so they may subjectively say they should, but objectively, no, you're going to lose money if you do that. Now there are past costs they have tax consequences for how things might be a way that you can imagine certain things, but in the abstract, costs that you've paid in the past should not affect decision making, because more properly, you hit it, opportunity costs. And what are opportunity costs? Those are your next best alternative, what you could be doing now. And so it's a question of what this prospective yield of the expenditure of any cost going forward is against any other alternative. And so it doesn't matter what you've spent in one area in the past, it matters how much that particular, for a supplier, how much that particular investment is going to yield in the future compared to other alternative uses, that opportunity cost, as you said.
So you said the sunk cost is a cost in the past, opportunity cost in the future. See if you agree with this analogy. Okay. If you're driving down the road, sunk cost is like looking in the rearview mirror to see where you've been, and opportunity cost is looking out the front windshield to see where you're going.
Absolutely. That's a reasonable way to look at it.
Yeah. All right, very good. Well, there you go. Sunk cost, opportunity cost. I imagine there will be a quiz or something on these things. Thanks for joining us today on No Free Lunch, Economics for a Fallen World.